I'm out for a forest hike down by my river, and I figured I'd take a moment to share and bottle in an experience. And when I'm near a river like this, I see how my thoughts are very much like that river. That there is a moment where something floats down and it becomes salient. And then if I just rest and breathe and let things be, accept them as they are, it moves downstream. All of the neurotic struggles, all of the upsets are manufactured in our minds, in our interpretations, and our judgments. These decisions of certainty take us away from the grace of not knowing. We can observe our perspective in the moment. We can feel the emotion that we have in the moment, but we don't have to buy into it. We don't have to be so certain that we exclude other possibilities, that we exclude grace. When we view another person's behavior, when we make a judgment about ourselves, this was just the first thought. And there's the opportunity for the second thought and the meta thought. If we can loosen our grip on our ego's first thought, if we can step aside from that role that we're playing in our minds and breathe in the openness that softens the heaviness. This is what it is to be human. We have ego minds, and they're based in separation and judgment. And we didn't invent it. It's part of our upbringing, part of our culture, part of our fear based in our realization that the physical form is temporary, it's fragile, and we are, from that perspective, vulnerable, and that creates fear. However, that's not the only perspective on who and what we are. This is a transient experience indeed, but the nature of who we are is permanent. Your soul doesn't end. Your view of the universe doesn't end. And that's not a justification to leave prematurely, because we all have work to do. We know that because we're here. But when we soften our fear, because we realize that this is all just school, we're here learning. We're learning how to open our heart. We're learning how to feel a judgment and then soften it, so that we can see through someone else's eyes. Compassion is what it's all about. To see that their soul is connected to your soul. That there is no separation. That's only an illusion, a game that we play. Actors on a stage, when in fact there's only one actor. Source consciousness reaching up into the many seeming divides of separate minds. When we realize who we really are, there's no need for fear. There's no need for judgment. And we can become the loving, sharing, caring beings that cooperate to make this distorted culture healthier. So we can be of assistance, because we realize that you are me and I am you, all on our way to realizing that.